Hey, folks, welcome to Arrowhead Addict and Fansided here. We're thrilled to have with us today one and only Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, how are you, by the way, today?
I'm doing good, feeling good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, thanks for joining. But by the way, I have to start here. When different people have nicknames. Some of them are less like used all the time, ubiquitous with people. But yours, everyone knows you by Hollywood. Do the people even closest to you, like, what percentage of people in your personal life call you Hollywood still? Is it like everyone in your life, or is that like just those of us kind of on the outside?
Yeah, just everybody on the outside. Nobody else really calls me that, like personally, unless like I do something and then they're like, there you go, Hollywood. But like if they just calling me on a regular basis, nah.
Yeah, I wondered how frequently you hear that even at home. Hey, obviously a lot to talk about here with the Chiefs. It's been an incredible sort of like eventful off season for you coming into this. Also want to talk about, I know you're working with NFL rivals, want to talk about that too. But before we do, coming into this offseason, a 1 year deal seems like you're betting on yourself here in some ways. I've talked to Juju Smith-Schuster about that whole transaction himself even a couple years ago as he was coming into Kansas City and really kind of excited about the platform that would offer him, the offense with Pat, with Coach Reed, etc. Can you talk me through that? Can you talk us through that about joining the Chiefs, being a 1 year deal? What is that going to allow? Like, how much of that was in sort of the planning phases for you, and then in choosing the Chiefs?
To be honest, I mean, when I went into free agency, I honestly didn't know what to expect. I got a list of a lot of teams, and a team that stood out to me was the Chiefs. It wasn't the amount of money that the rest of the teams was offering, but when I'm like, man, if I just the opportunity to fit, it was just something that I couldn't pass up. And since I've been here, I feel like I made the best decision. I love it here. Just getting acclimated to the offense been fun. Learning from the coach has been fun. So, I feel like I made the best decision. I feel like they feel like they made the best decision as well. It's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, was that a quick feeling? Like, was that a pretty instant feeling once you were like signing the contract to Arrowhead?
I mean, yeah, like going through the process, I'm like, man, this is cool. But I think once I got there OTAs and really
Mhm.
when we start throwing the ball around and I start, getting in the offense, I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be.
Hey, to those of us on the outside, it really looked like, based upon what was being said in media sessions or from some of the practice like highlights we'd see on social media, etc. It really looked like the chemistry was pretty instant for you with Pat, and maybe like the ability to generate um some quick trust there, some quick chemistry. Can you speak to that? Did it feel that way? You've certainly been around other quarterbacks. You've been in the league a while. What does that? Can you take us through like building chemistry and what that felt like in the beginning with Patrick, and the Chiefs?
Yeah, I feel like throughout throwing sessions out in Texas, to hit the field, like we see the game, similarly. Like I'm a big like I love like beating the defense, and he loves it too. And it's like I'll do certain things that might not be directly called, but he sees it and he throws it, and it's just that's something that I learned quickly. Like, oh, like this guy sees the game like very very well. Like you're eligible for any throw, no matter where you at on the field. He sees it and I see it. So that's kind of how, we start building that chemistry.
Mm. Is that a learning curve for you? I've talked to Travis before, where he'll say wide receivers here have to learn like never stop, like until the whistle blows, and even after that. Like, is that something you're learning as well, or has that always been the way for you?
I think I learned that at Oklahoma, like playing with Coach Riley. Like that's something that I was so used to. So when I got to the NFL and it wasn't like that, it was something that I had to, get used to, making sure, this is the correct way, not really ad lib a lot of stuff. And when I got here, it's kind of like I feel, back to, the game I'm used to playing, and I'm back to, out there reading the defense, reacting and having fun.
Hey, I want to make sure I have my facts straight here. I'm looking at your history. Uh, Playing at Arrowhead is such an experience unto itself. But I'm looking at it looks like you've had one game at Arrowhead in your career,
Yeah.
despite all the years and the way that works. Like way back in like 2019, is that right?
Yeah, my rookie year.
Do you remember that game at all, or is that like one game too far away?
My first 2 years was really a blur because I was like playing through my foot injury. So like I honestly don't even remember. Like I know it was loud. I remember it being really loud, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I wondered how much you were aware of that or remember that or not. It's going to be a huge experience for you this year. We're excited to see you out there. You, you mentioned playing through the foot injury. I just wanted to ask about this because I know that um, from the outside looking in, I would think that you would have this game circled coming up next Thursday, like being the Ravens. I'm sure you still know a ton of people in that building. In this one, like with the injury and whatnot, like what are the emotions around the game, knowing that's the first game out there? Or maybe you had that circled and then the injury happened. I mean, can you kind of walk us through what that's been like?
I mean, for me, of course, I was excited. I was excited. It was the Ravens Thursday night, but to be honest, I'm not really pressed, if about it. Like I'm ready for the season. Been doing a good job. I mean, it's a long season, so like I feel like I'm in my sixth season now, so it's nothing really can. It's a week one game. Nothing really can get me too high or too low. I mean, it's a long season, so I'm really not tripping about it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good to hear. And you're right. It is a long season. Um, Back to the decision to join the Chiefs real fast. What does research look like for you as a player? Like when you're available in free agency, you got your agent out there doing some of the work, but are you also like calling members of the Chiefs? Are you doing some homework of your own, going, "Hey, what's it really like to play for Matt Nagy, for Andy Reid? What's it really like catching passes from Mahomes?" I mean, I guess I just wondered how much of that you kind of leave up to others and kind of step into it and experience it for yourself for the first time, and or how much you're coming in kind of eyes wide open already.
Uh, I mean, I watch a lot of film, and I watched a lot of film on Chiefs. Only person I talked to was Pat. I mean, that's all it's the only person I needed to talk to, and and once, and I mean, I know Coach Reed, like that his name speaks for itself. Like he was one of the first coaches I even known as a kid because I used to watch the Eagles.
Mm.
So like it was just something that I'm like, man, if I could get in that offense, I really could show what I could do. And it was just, I told my agent, like, I don't care how much money it is, get it done. Like, whatever it is, bro, I'm gonna go there, and it happened.
That's great, man. That's great. By the way, when the Chiefs submit Xavier Worthy's name on a draft card, which only enhances that wide receiver room and the deep speed that much more. Did you watch the draft and did you know what was going to happen there?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Worthy like early when the draft first started, and I was just like, man, I hope we be able to get you tonight. And he was like, me too. Like I hope like no other team get me. And when it happened, we text or whatever, and it was just on from there.
That's great, man. That's great. Hey, I know you're working with NFL rivals here. Like how but first of all, are you a gamer yourself? Like are you a
Yeah.
big gamer? And if so, how much of this game have you played this game quite a bit?
Yeah, I mean, you see my setup. This is my gaming setup where I'm at right now. But yeah, I've been loving NFL Rivals. It's a mobile game, so but you go on there and I feel like Brett Veach. The way I'm building my team up and getting my guys and it's fun. 'Cause I've been on here all day just playing and building my squad.
Yeah. I love the way how easy it is to pick it up, but also there's incentives to like keep it going there. By the way, you mentioned being Brett Veach and there's a whole like general manager segment to this game. By the way, do you have interest in maybe some of that kind of work when all's said and done?
I don't really, but I love it like now. Like I
Yeah,
enjoy that part of it now, and getting games like that where I'm able to do that is pretty fun to me.
yeah. Hey, do you by the way, do you pick like are you playing as yourself at all
Oh
or
yeah,
your teammates or okay.
yeah. I got the Chiefs. I got a lot of us on there. I got myself. So yeah, I'm definitely loaded up on us.
That's great. That's great. I also some people can earn like special incentives, right? Like they can earn like special opportunities to be with the Chiefs or earn some Chiefs gear or maybe meet some like go to a game or something. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. It's special things that always happening, and I know we got something going where you get to come to a game and get on field experience. So I mean, I feel like everyone should check the game out, especially because everyone always on their phone. So so like that's like the best thing if you're a fan of football, and then it's NFL license and NFL PA, so it's like something that's authentic and official. So everyone should go get it.
Love it. Well, let me ask you this as we kind of close out. I know that you come into a team, three Super Bowls wins in the last 5 years, but the chance to have earned even more than that. This is a team that's used to those long postseason runs. Everyone seems to be as hungry as ever, despite already having all the jewelry. For you coming into this, like can you speak to your own hunger level in terms of what you're aiming for and what you're noticing about the culture around you, like about the hunger around you? Do you like does it feel like everyone's on the same page despite having earned some rings and what's that like for you stepping into a culture like that?
It's amazing. I mean, because I came in hungry as ever, and I mean the guys can feel it. I mean, hearing guys like Trav talk about how he was feeding off of me and stuff like that, and it raises my level even more to like, man, these guys done won Super Bowls. I'm here just trying to earn my keep on the team, but I'm actually helping raise the level on the team. It just make you come to work every day and try to put your best foot forward.
Hmm. Love it, man. Love it. Well, certainly congratulations to you on joining the Chiefs. We're excited to see you on the field soon, whenever that is. But yeah, thanks for joining us today, Hollywood. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.